Yo guys, so let's go quickly over the season 9 patch notes. Let's see what do they have for us. So some new skins, it's actually too bad because skins are actually quite good, but the pricing is bad. They're overpriced and most of them are in a chests, which most people don't really wanna buy, and the new events are basically just money grabs, it's not good. Next, new DLC. Okay, whatever. New event. Yeah, how can you even call it new event when it's just a bunch of skins you wanna sell? Make actual events, in-game quests, add old fun game modes, new maps into match of the day rotation. Make some interesting dynamic on the maps we have currently, like, I don't know, add some fun in-game dynamics into Conquest or Arena map, We have some bug fixes, whatever, items, war flag, okay, whatever. The commendation screen has undergone a visual update. We basically need visual update for the whole UI at this point, The old UI was so much better. I know they do this because, console and PlayStation, but it's still, it's not good. Okay, whatever, slash, yeah. So this is one of the things I'm actually very sad about. They're removing old fun game modes like Clash and Siege to make a new slash, Instead of, they're gonna remove game modes that made SMITE in the first place, You wanna add old fun game modes back, not remove them, because they have this mentality that if they remove game modes or force people into to Conquest, they will somehow bring in more players, This is such an outdated mentality that is literally killing SMITE. And every Hirez game has divided a ranked community, Arena was Conquest in SMITE. You have Strikeout versus Domination in Rogue Company. You have Siege versus Deathmatch in Paladins, This is one of the big reasons why Hirez games are doing poorly. It's probably, it's the same thing probably, Conquest, Obelisk. You need to collect offerings. I'm not really sure. They're doing all these things, but the core issues still remain the same. There is almost zero international, Europe, console or arena fans at SPL. The EU teams have to play with high ping against North America teams on qualifiers. It's so bad. Okay, let's see, let's go on. Roman Arena. Okay, they increased the spoil link, which is whatever, I would actually wish they would, give Arena a good visual, It's not really good. Current Arena is not that visual appealing. And what we actually need for Arena is a leaderboard and some ranked rewards. I have no idea why is this so hard for Hirez to understand, Why is so hard to add a leaderboard? They have to change nothing. They don't need to change how they balance the game or how they manage SPL. Just give us a simple leaderboard and some ranked rewards, That will be good for everybody. Okay, let's see item changes. Aegis simulate cooldown reduction. Okay, that's good. Aegis of using this item makes you immune and prevent you from taking any action. Each instance of damage prevented in this will provide you 7% movement speed for 4 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. That's pretty good, but this item still doesn't make you immune to slows like Sprint Relic does, so slows are very common and strong crowd control in this game, so probably won't help much. But it's actually quite good, 21% bonus movement speed is quite good. Aegis of Judgment. Okay, this is just 50%. They need to, basically you block damage and then you return damage for 50% of the prevented damage. So this is very overpowered, and they will probably nerf this 50% into 30% or something if they have any idea how to balance this game. Build friends, yeah, okay, it seems like they want to make this item viable, I guess, okay. What the for 50% attack speed increase for 6 seconds. What is balance, huh? Increase damage, including and attack speed increase for 25 seconds. I mean, I think it can make a good mechanics, you know. Damage mitigation, okay. Well, nobody was upgrading relics anyway, you know. So it doesn't really matter. It was just a waste of gold, you know. Maybe in late game conquest games, but even then, you know. Corrupted blink rune. Using this item will allow you to teleport units away immediately. This cannot be used to take damage or... so it's blink with slow, basically. So, I mean, you know how strong engage is this actually? You have close gapper plus you have slow, so they cannot escape. Now people will actually realize how winged blade and sprint relics are important, okay? But this is, I think this is actually quite maybe overpowered, because jungler will just blink on you and immediately slow you, so you cannot juke them, you know. That's not good, I think. That's not good. I think, you know, Hirez is focusing on the wrong things. You know, they don't know how to make SMITE better, how to, you know, SMITE, the community is so divided. In SMITE Reddit is good example, you know, we have 5 different SMITE subreddits instead of 1 with flairs, you know. And now they're just changing all these items, you know, for not really good reason, you know. Bracer of Radiance. Yeah, whatever. Meditation. I mean, nobody's buying this over beats anyway. You know, maybe an assault. Cloak of... missing health and mana. Each reduce cooldown. Okay. You get protective barrier. Knocking them back. Okay. Shield damage increased. Added damage debuff. Ankh. Enemies that are healed by gods take more damage from all sources. So you reduce healing by 60% for 10 seconds. And remove 75% shields. Plus if they are healed, they take 20% more damage from all sources, you know. That doesn't sound very balanced, you know, to me. Yeah. No idea what is the cooldown increased. They nerfed Heavenly Wings, you know. They're nerfing crowd control reduction and anti-slow. Why? What the fuck? Okay, okay. I almost got very scared. They removed haste effect. Okay, that is fatalis effect. Okay, if you upgrade this item. They didn't actually remove anti-slow. Okay, I almost got very scared here. Okay. Using this item, increase the movement speed of all allies got by 20% and making you immune to slows. On use, this relic also roots enemy around you for 1 second. It's just basically like normal sprint but with 1 second root or something. Hastened wings. Increase movement speed, making them immune to slows, grant haste, causing them to be immune to basic attack movement penalty. So just like fatalis effect with sprint, okay, pretty good. His attack speed debuff, okay. Slows enemy, their attack speed also reduced, damage yield reduced. Okay, magic shell. Fortifying shell, when the shield is broken, you gain damage mitigation and 20% movement speed. I mean, that is good, but you wanna get anti-slow. Bonus movement speed doesn't help you if you are slowed, you know. But still pretty good. Shield and movement speed, you know, that's really good. Phantom Shell. Bonus health and all allies take 50% reduced damage from basic attacks. Using these items allow you and allied ghost to pass through players and player-made objects. This might be actually good counter against Ymir or Anchor Wall or something like that. Cooldown increased. Why did they, you know, we already have too much crowd control in this game, you know, and they are nerfing beats. Why? Using this item remove crowd control and make you any CC effect that is cleansed during this time included dealing. Okay, so you deal some damage, I guess. Shield of Thorns. Reduce active cooldowns. That's okay actually. Decreased reflect damage from. Okay, added lifesteal debuff to enemies attacking you. This might be good for duel, I guess. So much new things, you know, like for the next 2 seconds back. Okay. Let's see some heroic. Let's finish this Thorns of Overgrowth. I mean, nothing special. Two charges. Teleport, okay. Oh, this is heroic teleport. Using this item allow you to teleport to ally structure or ward while rooted in place. This effect is not interrupted by damage, but it's interrupted by hard crowd control, okay? After teleporting you get slow immunity, 20% movement speed and 40 protection. For 10 seconds, that's actually quite good. Persistent teleport. Kills and assist on enemy gods, reduce the cooldown by 10%. Interesting. So Glyph Items. These are essentially tier 4 items, but some unique rules to them. So these are like tier 4, okay, interesting. I mean, this is very late game items and probably usually don't even wanna get this. We'll see how much this actually cost, you know. 1.5 silence, okay, that's okay. 20% of your physical protections are converted into magical protections. Interesting. Each time you are hit by ability, you gain 5 protections that corresponds to the damage type you were hit with, if up to max of 4 each type. Once you reach max types of both kinds, gain burst of 20% movement speed and double your protections gained by this effect. For 8 seconds, okay. Poisonous star has been removed from the game. What the fuck? Critical hits on enemy gods inflict them with poison for 2 seconds. This poison slows them down for 10 seconds and reduces their damage output by 15%. That's slow and reduce enemy damage by 15%. That actually seems very overpowered. I know it's only 10% slow, but you don't really wanna have Frostbound Hammer effect on crits, you know? Because people were already complaining about hunters, you know? And it's true that most people didn't even counter build, you know, Witchblade or Anti-Slow or Valor against them, but still. Or for, you know, that, what is it? Anti-crit item. For every 40 magical power you have, you gain 2% attack speed. Interesting. But for successfully hitting enemy god with an ability, calls down a meteor that lands after 1.5 seconds, dealing damage. This can only occur every 90 seconds, okay. Also, I like how Hydra doesn't even have internal cooldown. Very balanced. Critical damage multiplier has been reduced to 15% nerf to crits, I see. I mean, crit items were already quite expensive, to be fair, you know. So we'll see, you know. But maybe that makes sense, you know. In the late game, you never really wanna face tank enemy hunters or mages. You wanna juke them with Winged Blade, Witchblade, you know. Sprint Relic, you know. Okay, so we have some. Okay, so we have some starter item changes. Decrease physical power from 15 to 10. That's actually quite good, you know, because Warrior X plus Blackton Hammer was like almost 60 power. You know, it was overtuned. Bluestone Pendant, decrease cost, okay. That's okay, I guess. You know, Bluestone Pendant is actually very good for ability gods, you know, like you can play ability hunters like Shibalanki, max your third ability, get Bluestone Pendant into Jotun's Wrath or the Crusher, and you will do insane amount of damage. Or, you know, you can, even though Warrior X and Warding Sigil are better for warriors, increase physical protection. So this is the upgrade, you know, you can only get upgrade at level 20, so it doesn't really matter, you know. Increase the damage amount to deal, increase ward, okay, whatever, increase physical power, whatever. Starter, decrease the cost a little, okay. So let's see, Mystical Mail, decrease damage aura. Okay, yeah. So, you know, this is what current Conquest meta is. People either pick, you know, the most overpowered items or the most overbuffed gods. And then they you know, brag about their high rank, you know. Or how master players cannot even fall into diamond once they reach master player. You know, that's written meme for streamers, you know. So it's pretty stupid. Decrease the shield, okay. I think it was not the shield that was strong, it was the slow, okay. And Pridewin, you know, compared to Witchblade or Shogun Kusari is a bad support item anyway, you know. 20% cooldown is nice, but you probably wanna get Valor, which also gives you mana, which is actually quite important, you know. Mana in early to mid game. Bulwark of Hope, I mean, nobody was buying this item anyway, why would you nerf it, you know? When you have like Shogun Kusari, which gives you magical protection, 10% cooldown, HP, and 30% bonus attack speed for all your whole team. If they, you know, Bulwark of Hope is nothing compared to Shogun Kusari. Telic Nice Ring, decrease magical power, whatever. Voidstone, increase health, increase magical protection, debuff. Okay, this is actually insane buff for Arena, because in Arena you usually have a Guardian and 2 mages. And if you buy Voidstone on a Guardian to buff your 2 mages, now you will reduce enemy protections by 50%. This is insane buff for Arena. If you play Guardian and if you have 2 mages in your team. Emperor's Armor. Nobody's buy this item, because if you wanna need this item you're already losing. Emperor's Crown. Increase physical debuff. This makes sense, you know, this item was not bought enough. Oh, let's see, Blackton Hammer. Now builds off the heavy hammer tree, cost 2 physical power, 3 to health, and so they nerfed 5 physical power, they nerfed 100 HP, and they add some protections, and they removed mana. This item will probably still be very strong in Conquest, where you have mostly play against physical gods. You gain all the stats you need: physical power, health, and physical protection, and also some magical protection. You don't get any flat pin or mana, but this item is still very strong. Basically, you have physical power, HP, and protections, everything you really need, you know. So this item will be still very, very strong, I think, because before you got like what, 200 mana instead of these protections. That's almost a buff now. They removed health and some physical protection, but still, no idea why they added so many protections. Maybe 20 protections will be enough, but maybe this is good, we'll see, you know. Rune for Hammer, you know, not many people buy this, you need some other items to make this work. Hide of the Nemean Lion, you know, Witchblade is just better anti-hunter item, or anti, you know, animation cancel god item. Berserker Shield. Okay, increased. Okay. Increase magical power, decrease physical protection. I'm not sure, not really much better item. Yeah, not much difference, not much difference. Decrease cost, increase magical power from 9 to 10. You know, it's still, the passive still sucks, so it doesn't matter, nobody will buy this probably. But now you actually get quite good stats, you know, 100 power and penetration. But don't see this being good. Rage was already actually quite good. You gain a 45% crit chance with just one item. You know, so people just didn't buy it, you know, no idea why. You could just buy Rage, Bloodforge and pin item and you have literally everything you need. Like, you gain Executioner or Rasi, you know, and you have attack speed and penetration. Decrease cost. Yeah, this item was overpriced, but, you know, maybe now it's maybe too cheap, we'll see. Deathbringer. Increase critical chance. Yeah, they buffed Deathbringer a little, okay. Increase attack speed, increase, okay. It has been removed, but lives on as a gift, okay. Atlanta bow. 40 power, 25 attack speed, critical chance, lifesteal. And the, you know, passive, what is the passive, the Atlanta bow? Let's see. Upon getting kill or assist on an enemy, you gain Atlanta agility. Wait, is it on SMITE? Upon getting kill or assist, you gain agility. This increase attack speed, decrease movement speed penalty, back. What? It's so broken. So when you get assist, okay, you get 45% attack speed, you know. This item would be pretty decent with just those stats already, you know. Maybe, you know, but passive makes it overpowered, I think. We'll see. It's not, you know. Yeah, but yeah, now you get everything you need, you know. Power, you know, almost 50% attack speed. Like, why? When you get killer passive. And you get also crit and lifesteal. So you get really everything, you know. I don't understand this. Probably will be overpowered. Increase cost, increase physical penetration. I don't know, man. Decrease stacks, increase power from stacks. So they nerf this item. I mean, they buff this item. Increase max stacks. I mean, this item give you no power, or, you know, so it wasn't that good, but we'll see. Maybe now it will. If you need attack speed, some pin and a heal, it can be pretty good. Hydra Element, you know, this item has no internal cooldown, it's very strong. Increase cost and add 10 physical penetration. I think that kind of makes sense, you know. Hydra was, I think, very strong item, but, you know, we'll see. Increase physical power, increase attack speed. I mean, Golden Blade, maybe in Conquest good, but not that good. Oh, I'm very hungry. Increase physical power, you know, this item, it's easy to stack, but not many people buy it. Bloodforge. Decrease cost, added 5% attack speed. I mean, movement speed, okay, that's okay. I mean, this Atlas has such a crazy crowd control. I mean, what were they thinking with this god? And why did they buff Bastille and Mulan? They're so overpowered now, you know. No idea what are they doing, to be honest, sometimes. Okay, at least they, you know, decrease physical power scaling for 25 to 20% per tick. I think that makes sense, but it might be over, you know, over nerf. We'll see. Because, you know, they reduced the, you know, they increased how fast her 2, you know. I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm so hungry. Increase cooldown. Odin, Nike. Yeah, best Arachne counter is Winged Blade or Sprint Relic. Amaterasu, Horus, Kronos, Nox. Nox is still one of the most fun gods to play against, you know. Good counters are, I don't know, Winged Blade, Warding Sigil, Movement Speed to juke her combo, you know, like with Winged Blade for example. Magical Protection, you know. Back when Warding Sigil gives you flat damage reduction, it was one of the best early game counter against Nox. But also, yeah, Kabrakan is also one of the best counter. His first ability makes you immune to root, so Nox cannot even combo you. And then Kabrakan ulti also block her escape, so yeah, it's a really good counter. Also really good counter against a Sith, you know, third ability that slows you and, you know, basically her whole combo is Winged Blade again. Yeah, very underrated item. Okay, and that's pretty much it. We'll see, you know, but doesn't really change much, to be honest, you know. We still have old problems, you know. Let me show you my text of complaints, you know. The lack of international EU console and arena fans at SPL. Every Hirez game has divided the ranked community. Let's see. We talk about Reddit, yeah. Instead of one Reddit, we have 5 different ones, you know. EU is the biggest region and arena is one of the most popular game modes, but Hirez clearly don't care about that. You know, Europe teams have to play with high ping against North America teams on qualifiers. And most current popular SMITE YouTubers are only popular because they went on SPL, you know, they turned SPL into North America Conquest content creators gathering instead of best of the best clashing. That's very unfair to everyone who actually cares about the game and try to be the best at it, you know, work their ass off to be the best. The community has been asking for a long time for a simple leaderboard and ranked rewards for arena fans. Or how, you know, DM Brandon's situation, how Hirez literally ruined a man YouTube career with SMITE IP ban and fake accusations. The skins are still overpriced and in a chest that no one wanna buy. The events are just cash grabs. The UI still sucks. Still no clan wars. They still didn't add old fine game modes back into match of the day rotation. The only time they mention divided communities when people ask to add all fun game modes back or leaderboard for arena fans. If you are still buying Thebes and Pridewin over Stone of Binding or Witchblade or Shogun Kusari, you are building outdated supported meta. This is what you get for when you lack competition. What else? You also like one good caster that actually understands the game and meta deeply. And yeah, you know, legends like Reckfull, Swifty or Athene are basically arena love, you know, why we love arena. They were what Zezima is to Runescape community, you know, they're from WoW community. Oh, I'm so hungry, man. What is the 5 p.m? Okay, let's go eat.